Yeah. So if you want to know a couple of stories of people that I've worked with where I really sort of had an impact and was able to help them shift their lives, and where I was kind of like, man, people need to know how their brain works so that they can do this for themselves. Here are some stories, right? I'll first start with a police officer that I took care of. And for all the ish that cops get, the reality is that they see people at their worst. They deal with the worst of people every single day. And that takes a toll on them. That's incredibly stressful. It takes a toll on them, takes a toll on their families. And so this cop in particular, after everything he had witnessed, that took a significant psychological toll on him that manifested itself in neurological symptoms. And so he was referred to me because he was having what people thought were seizures. And so when somebody has a seizure, there's like a burst of electrical activity that happens in the brain, almost like a short circuit. And when I started to test him, I didn't see any burst of electrical activity in the brain. He had a normal brain. It looked good. It performed well from a electricity sort of standpoint. And when I witnessed the episodes, I knew that this wasn't necessarily a brain issue, but more of a stress issue. And so we sort of delved into some of the stressors that he was facing, both professionally and personally. Got him to start understanding that. And his symptoms started to get better, but they were still happening. And they were still happening because he was still a police officer. So he was still seeing people at their worst. He was being triggered by things in his environment. And so when I asked him, well, what is it that you, let's take money out of the equation. What is it that you really want to do for yourself? And he told me what his dreams were. And so then, knowing what I know about the brain, we started working towards his dreams. He eventually left the police force. He created his own business, really successful business. His relationship with his family got better. His relationship with his wife was better. Relationship with his children were better. But most importantly, the relationship that he had with himself was better. And the symptoms that he had essentially went away. And that's the kind of thing that I want to do for people. Show them that a lot of times, the power to really change their lives lies within themselves. We've got the most powerful technological tool at our disposal, and it lies within our skull, and it weighs 3 pounds, and it's called the brain. And as long as you figure out how to take charge of your brain, first how to survive your brain, and then how to take charge of your brain, that's when you can create the life that you want for yourself.